Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to start off by saying that I know I have not been on YouTube for months now, but I'm going to just kind of explain why first before I get into today's video. So the first thing I wanted to mention was I think quarantine was just kind of taking a bit of a toll on me, and I just really needed to dive in and just focus on myself and my mental health. So I really just took that really seriously, and I was doing a lot more workouts and meditations and stuff like that, and I tried to take a bit of a break from social media because I was finding myself being a little bit just feeling a bit anxious every time I would go on social media, and I would see so much in the news. So, just in regards to COVID and stuff like that, it was making me pretty anxious, and then, just wishing I was out with my friends and family and traveling, as traveling is one of my most favorite things to do in the entire world. And I was just kind of feeling like I was in a bit of a rut, so I decided to take a bit of a break from social media, which was actually really good for me. And I've been getting back into things now, and I'm feeling a lot better. So, if you ever feel like you need a bit of a break from social media, or you just need a break from media in general, maybe you want to turn off your phone, or maybe turn off the TV, or Netflix, and just go for a walk or read a book. It's excellent to do. So highly recommend. I'm still kind of navigating my way and finding my way through balancing that, and knowing that maybe on Sundays, although it's nice to cuddle up in bed all day and watch Netflix, it's also good to maybe cuddle up with a good book again, or to sit and I don't know, drink some tea and Snapchat friends or whatever. Like, it's nice to connect in different ways. So, although Snapchat, I guess, is social media. But anyways, you get my point. Sometimes you just have to take a bit of a break if you need. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. For you, I went ahead and cut my hair. I chopped it. I like my hair shorter. I know a lot of people probably be like, oh, I like it long, but I love my hair short. I think it just suits me so much better, and I get like Veronica Lodge vibes and like Sabrina Spellman vibes all in one. So it's kind of cool. But anyways, I love my short hair, and I think it's here to stay. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Today's video is just a little bit about what I've been up to, a little catch up. Just about kind of how I'm eating now, really brief, and then I'm going to jump into some of my favorite books that I've been reading, and what I've been wearing on my skin, my eyes, makeup, that sort of thing. So we're just going to get into it. It's an uncensored video from me. So as far as eating, I've been, really back into eating more high carb, low fat. Over the summer, I was eating a little bit more fatty foods. Like, I love my avocado toast, and I was really enjoying going for like vegan ice creams and stuff. But and there's nothing wrong with that, but I just felt like I needed to take a step back and maybe not eat that all the time, because I was eating a lot of vegan ice cream, and it's delicious, but it's not an everyday essential. So I've just been really getting back to eating a little bit more healthy. I've been deciding to, like, the less packaging the better. So trying to stay away from preservatives, that sort of thing. But just really finding balance with yourself, feeling what you need. One of my new favorites items that I've been really enjoying eating recently is gnocchi. I'm Italian, and my mom and my nonna, they used to make gnocchi all the time, like make it from scratch, and it was the best. I obviously am not that talented. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm not that talented in the kitchen. So I just go out and purchase my own I went to the supermarket, Pharmacy London Drugs. We have one in Canada. I'm not too sure what the equivalent would be elsewhere, but you can probably find it like Marks and Spencer's, Trader Joe's. But I just picked up a gluten-free vegan option, of course, as I am, mostly gluten-free, and of course always vegan. So I really like it. It's made with potato and water, and it's very simple to make. I'm actually going to make it tonight for my dinner. I'm really excited, and you can just put some pasta sauce, and I usually just sprinkle nutritional yeast on top as well. It's really tasty, and it lasts well in the fridge as a leftover if you want to take it for work or school the next day. So that's been one of my comfort foods most recently, especially in the colder months. I like more pastas and things like that, and soups. I love split pea soup. Split pea soup is one of my favorites. So those have been kind of my comforting food choices lately. Okay, we're going to get into some of the things that I've been wearing on my skin, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some of my favorite cruelty-free brands as well. So I have a little mason jar. I love this guy. I just pop my everyday items that I wear all the time in here, and then that way it's just all kind of kept in one spot. So I'm going to go through some of the items that I've been using, and I'll let you guys know what I think. So this is my favorite one. I use this on my brows just to kind of fill in some of the sparse bits. My eyebrows are actually quite thick, but I kind of go in just filling in a little bit on the bottoms, and if there's anything that's really sparse. I like this one. This is the Berry M brand. I actually got it when I was in London in November, but I think you can purchase it online or find ones that are similar. But I love Berry M because it's cruelty-free, and it's pretty inexpensive. I think this was like maybe £3, £4 maybe, which in like Canadian dollars is around $7, so not too bad. This is the pencil and the brow gel. I'll just show you why I love the pencil so much. The pencil is a bit thicker, so it's a lot easier to apply. And this is like the dark brown black. I have really dark hair, so I wanted to use that. And then this is the little gel pomade. I really like it on the side. Yeah, this is just the dark color. But I like this too because it's just small. Yeah, it's nice. It just adds a little bit of definition. Typically when I'm at work, especially because we have to wear masks, of course, it's a law here in Calgary that we have to wear masks when we're out, like in small places where you can't social distance. So, for example, if you're going to the grocery store or you're, going to a coffee shop, that sort of thing, you have to wear a mask. And then the only time you can take it off, of course, is if you're eating or drinking. To be honest, I think it's great. We should be wearing our masks whenever we're out because, especially with cold and flu season rolling around, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I haven't been, doing a full face of makeup. I usually don't anyways, as you probably noticed in my summer videos. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, but I love doing my brows. It just adds a little bit more definition to my face. So I love my Berry M. And then this is another Berry M product. This is the waterproof, That's How I Roll waterproof mascara. I'm wearing it today. These are all items I'm wearing today, by the way. This is really great. This is backwards. Sorry. There we go. I like it because there's like little roller blades all over, but these are great. I actually, when I was there, I picked up a whole bunch of these because I knew I was going to stick with it forever. And it's great. It really helps to lengthen your lashes and add a bit of volume, but they don't look like fake. I like the clumpy look, but I don't like when it looks really fake, at least personally for me. So I just enjoy something a bit more simple. So I picked this one up, and it lasts all day. You don't have to worry about it like dripping down your face or anything. My skin's quite oily, so I'm always worried about it dripping around, and it didn't. So there we go. And then on my lips, again, I obviously don't wear lipstick on a regular basis, but if I know it's kind of not necessary, but if I know I'm not going to be going out really, and maybe I'm just filming a video, or I'm, doing a virtual meeting for my theater company or something like that, then I know that I can just wear a bit of lipstick, because if under a mask it just gets everywhere, at least for me, unless somebody has a tip or trick that they'd be happy to share, please let me know. But other than that, I don't wear lipstick under my mask. But recently I've been using the Superstay Ink Crayon by Maybelline, and what color is this one? It's the Live on the Edge number 5. I'm aware that this is not cruelty-free, at least I don't think this brand is cruelty-free, but I really did like the pencil and I thought I would use it. If you guys know of any dupes for this one, any cruelty-free brand, please let me know below. Some of the items that I do have in my makeup bag are not cruelty-free, and I want to find the cruelty-free dupe. So if you know of one that would be a good dupe for this guy, let me know. I like this one because, oops, I can open it. There we go. I like this one a lot because of the applicator. Like, it's just like a little pencil, really easy to use. It kind of reminds me of like the pencil crayons I had when I was a kid in school. Really easy, and I'm wearing that on my lips today. So yeah. Another product that I've been loving is my Tarte Rose lip gloss. This is cruelty free, of course. Just looks like this. It adds just a really nice sheen to the lips. So usually, actually, what I've been doing is when I go to work, you know, or I'm going out and I know I have to wear a mask, but I want some chapstick, I've been using this guy all over my lips. It adds just a nice like sheen of color, but it doesn't get all over my mask. And it's also just helpful because it really moisturizes my lips. So that's been good. So I've been using that every day. And then the last but not least, the product that I've been loving is this Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics. I got this one in medium. This is actually, I think, their, I think this is the trial size. I've been lucky enough to get trial sizes quite a bit from them because when I go shop online at Sephora, I usually just pick this guy as an option for my points selection. So I've been lucky enough to get a few of these now, but I definitely am going to order the full size next time when I run out because it's amazing. A little bit goes a long way, and usually I just add a little bit under my under eyes and then just kind of buff it out with a brush, and that's it. So that's my skin, everybody. I don't have any skin makeup, like I don't have any foundation on or anything. You can still see some of my acne scarring here, and some redness, but I'm actually okay with that. I am embracing it. I think it's a lot better, you know, to just kind of embrace those things and focus on skincare than really try and cover up all of those imperfections, because sometimes it makes it worse, at least for me. Of course, everyone needs to do what they feel is best for them. So if you would rather cover those up, go for it. Cover up your scarring and acne. But for me, I've just kind of accepted it. And, you know, I will cover up some things here and there if I feel the need, but I'm not going to do a full face of foundation. I just found that it was a lot for me by the end of the day, and my skin would just not feel as soft. It felt very textured. So I've just been really implementing better choices with skincare. So if you're interested in seeing what I'm doing for skincare, just leave comments below. I'd be happy to share with you. But yeah, that's what I've been using every day for my makeup. Again, I don't wear any foundation or anything like that. But I do really love the BB cream by IT Cosmetics as well. It's their CC cream, and it's a oil-free and an SPF of 50, I want to say, or 40. Anyway, I really like using that sometimes on some of the spots or redness, especially if I'm going out. It's helpful, but on a regular basis, I just choose not to use it, just because my face is going to be under mask anyway. So, yeah, but anyways, yeah, and just a helpful little tip, just pop it in a little mason jar, and you have all your beauty bits that you use mostly every day in one spot. Okay, so that's kind of what I've been using the most, and I want to go through some of the books that I've purchased, and some of them I've dived into, some of them I haven't, so I'll explain as I go. So one of my favorites that I've purchased, I just realized there's like pink showing through. This is Lily Reinhart's new book, or first set of poems, called Swimming Lessons. The cover is just gorgeous. It's very beautiful. It is very honest. I'm not going to read anything from it, but I will show maybe just some images in here for you to see. I love this one a lot. Like, this is just gorgeous. You can see that. Like, there's some really beautiful imagery, and I love just how simple it is. I actually keep this up on my night table, and I read it every night. I love the simplicity of it and the elegance. There's just something that just feels so beautiful about this book, and it just kind of reminds me that it doesn't matter what you're going through, it's a journey and it's beautiful. So I love this book. The next one I picked up, and actually I should probably say these were pre-ordered. I ordered them months and months ago. They just came in now, so get them while you can. This is Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass by none other than the queen herself, Lana. Look at how gorgeous she looks in the back. Like, I'm getting some serious, like, 2012, 2013, like, Born to Die vibes from her hair. She's stunning. But anyways, it's just such a beautiful book, and she has a really nostalgic feel of, again, like a time like I never experienced, but somehow I feel like I've experienced it through her music and her visuals, and it just feels like if you were to read a book like based on like video games, this is the book you pick up. It just feels very nostalgic of that era. So I loved it. I've been reading it as well, similar to the one with Lily. I kind of been reading back and forth, keeping them on my nightstand. I love keeping poetry on my nightstand because sometimes if you just need a moment of clarity or you just need to kind of come back to yourself, it's nice to pick up a book that is simplistic and you can read the text and feel like you accomplished something for the day, but also know that, you know, you're indulging in some beautiful art. So this is beautiful. Again, those were both pre-ordered. The next one is another poetry book. You can tell I love poetry. I'm a Pisces through and through, everybody. I am such a Pisces. It is insane. But this is Break Your Glass Slippers by Amanda Lovelace. It's beautiful as well. It's a little bit more, I would say it's a bit more dark than the other two, in the sense that it talks a little bit more about eating disorder, body dysmorphia, mental illness, things like that, and, you know, relationships, good and not so good, but it's very beautiful. There's a lot of gorgeous imagery as well, and yeah, it's a beautiful book. I highly recommend it if you're interested. Again, I mean, there are some triggers, I guess, within it, just because it does talk about a lot of factors with mental health, but you know, myself suffering from anxiety, I actually find it to be really a great coping mechanism, just to kind of know that I'm not so alone with that, and also just to read and vibe with it. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely pick that one up. Now, moving on to some novels. This, I love Halloween, so this is not going to be a surprise to any of my friends, but this is one of the books that I picked up recently. They were on at Indigo for 3 for $10, so if you're ever interested in picking up some classic novels that are a little bit cheaper, definitely check it out. They usually do offer the classics for you know, a great offer. So this is The Classic Tales of Horror by Edgar Allan Poe. You can see a lovely little, that's supposed to be a black cat, right? Or maybe a jaguar. I'm not actually too sure what that's supposed to be, but it looks like a black cat. Now looking at it again, I'm like, it's a bit scarier than a black cat. Anyways, I love classic horror. I love scary movies. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. So I'm super excited to start diving into this one, especially right now for Halloween. And then this book, you guys, is so amazing. Oh my gosh. So I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Bronte. You all know my favorite novel from her, or my favorite novel of all time, actually, is Jane Eyre. And I decided to get Valet by Charlotte Bronte. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't think it's Valet. I think it's Valet. I think it's French. But basically, this story is really based upon a young woman who is working to be a teacher. And just kind of some of the trials and tribulations she goes through working as a young teacher, and it's very beautiful. She moves, I can't remember where she moves to. I think she moves to Valet, actually, but she does move away to teach, and it's just a beautiful story of her growing. And I think that there's a beautiful meeting point with Jane Eyre and Valet, in the sense that we see these young women going for their goals and dreams, and they're struggling, because struggle is inevitable, but instead of letting their struggles, you know, keep them back, it actually pushes them forward. So it's beautiful. So it's a great book. I also purchased the audiobook because I like listening to the audio before bed. So very soothing at night. So this is a high recommendation. It is quite thick, but I love it. The next one I would recommend is Oh, okay. Actually, I haven't read this one yet, so just kidding. I can't recommend it because I haven't read it, but if you like scary stories, this is a good one. This is The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins. So I'm really excited to read this. It gave me like The Haunting of Bly Manor vibes. Not going to give any spoilers away, but if you've seen that series on Netflix, you'll know what I'm saying. You'll kind of get the idea. So I love anything spooky like that. So I'm excited to read this guy. And then the final one I picked up was none other than The Haunting of Hill House. This is the original by Shirley Jackson. She is such a phenomenal short story writer, novelist. I am so excited. The first time I ever heard about her was actually when I was in the 9th grade and we read The Lottery, which was one of her short stories that was turned into a little short film. And it was actually quite traumatic for me as a young kid, but I loved it. And I don't know, it was really interesting and spooky, and it made me think of the world in a different way in society. So I'm really excited to read this. I did watch the full Haunting of Hill House, and then I watched The Haunting of Bly Manor, so I've watched them both. Love them. I'm really just hoping that Netflix continues to pop out more of these series with the same character fluidity. I kind of get an American Horror Story vibe from that, where they keep some of the same characters, or not the characters, sorry, the same actors the same. I love that. But yeah, it's a really great story, and I know the Shirley Jackson novel is going to be a little bit different because The Haunting of Hill House was an adaptation of this original, but I still think it's just a really poetic piece, and I'm really excited. The thing I love the most is it says fear and guilt are sisters, and I love a strong theme. I love a strong moral. I love a strong like moral, and I think that's so important with stories. So I'm very excited to dive into this one. I think that's it for the books that I have picked up recently. I'm really excited to dive in to some of the books I haven't read yet, and if you guys have any other book recommendations or poetry recommendations, or if you also have any makeup recommendations for me, please let me know, especially if you can find any cruelty-free or vegan brands that would be good dupes for like non-cruelty-free. Leave me a link or a comment down below. And I look forward to being back on YouTube. I really enjoyed making these videos, even if it's just for my friends who see it. I enjoy being on here and just sharing a little bit of my life. I wish you all well. I hope you're all staying healthy and safe. And thank you so much for joining me on this cozy, kind of dreary Sunday in Calgary. But I hope that you're all doing well, and I wish you the best for the week. Bye, everybody. Thanks.